Hello everybody and welcome back to my one chunk Iron Man account, Tower of Blue. If you're unfamiliar with the series, it's a one chunk Iron Man account. I'm sure you're familiar with that, but we do have a unique system called the blocking system. I mean, that's what it's called right now. We really should come up with a better name for it, to be honest. I mean, we're on what, episode 7, and I still don't have a good name for it, but hey, it is what it is. If you're not sure what the blocking system is, episode 1 has a pretty good description of it, but we will also be talking about it later into this video as well, so don't worry about that. We are currently in Port Khazard. We rolled a new chunk, finally, in the last episode. Just to quickly go over the chunk tasks with you again. It's a fairly simple chunk. All we have to do is obtain a Tyrus helm, which we can purchase from the charter ships. We need to wield a willow shield, which requires fletching one from scratch. So we need to get our fletching level up to be able to do that. And we need to mine a mithril ore. The mithril ore is what I'm working on right now. I'm currently mining iron. We are banking all of the iron. There are some chunks in the future that have smithing tasks, so having the iron in the bank might be useful. It'll take a little bit extra time, but it's not the end of the world. But let's get into it. This hopefully shouldn't take too long. Welcome to my chunk locked account. I must complete every possible task in a single square on the RuneScape map before I can move on to the next one. It's time to experience everything old school RuneScape has to offer, one chunk at a time. Well, the mining's going pretty well. It's nice to just be doing something that's like really laid back. I can kind of just chill out and do this in my downtime. The ogres were easy, but the prayer flicking was like a bit of a nightmare. I had to focus a little bit, right? There's level 20. We are making progress. I'm debating doing the woodcutting first. I'm not really sure why. I'm not really looking forward to the woodcutting as much. I feel like the mining's more chill, so I kind of just want to get the woodcutting out the way first. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. Ooh, stale baguette, surely. Come on, it would be so nice. It would be such a cool thing to have. Triangle sandwich. Oh, everything reminds me of him. Some guy just ran past and I swear pickpocketed one of these guys. Yeah, they do. They have... What? You can pickpocket them at level 1. And they drop food. Oh my god, I didn't even notice what it was at first.
She puts her hand in mine.
Yeah, good sandwich. Let's get back to mining. Well, that should be 250 iron banked. Not bad. We need about 4,700. So this is going to take a reasonable while, but I do think that I should get the woodcutting out the way first, and then I can just kick back and do mining. It'll be super easy. So let's bank all this stuff and let's just begin the fletching grind. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm not a big woodcutting fan in general, but honestly, it shouldn't take too long. Let's just get it out the way and then we can just kick back and mine. All right, woodcutting then. So I've done some calculations just so I can keep track of where we're at. I think I need, if I've calculated correctly, I think I need 564 regular logs, 788 oaks, and 648 willow. Now, it's not too many. They're not really that close. I mean, the oak logs are kind of close to us. The normal logs are kind of close to us. The willows are a bit of a run, but that's okay. I'll just do it kind of chill. I'm going to bank them all first and then do the fletching afterwards, I think, rather than bringing a knife with me every time. It doesn't really make much difference. I would want to come back and bank all of the stuff that I'd fletched anyway, but it's kind of a lazy thing, honestly, just to do the woodcutting, bank everything, and then just bang out all the fletching in one go. I think that's the way I want to do it, so let's get on with it, see how long this takes. Oh, is this a maze random? Okay, I don't mind that. Always happy to do a maze random. Well, okay, I mean, not great. 72 death runes, 7 nature runes. Actually, I tell you what, the 1,300 coins, I mean, it's not great, but I think that might actually just be enough to buy the Tyrus helm now, rather than us having to, like, sell some stuff or sell some of the stuff we fletch. Let's have a look then. We already have 147 coins. That's definitely enough. 1,447 is probably an easier way of saying that. That has to be enough. Let's go and check it out. If I'm right in thinking, I want to say it's like 1350, something like that. 1375. Okay. Absolutely perfect. I mean, we obviously could have just bought it anyway by selling some of the stuff that we fleshed, but listen, I will absolutely take it. We essentially got that for free, so love that. And Blue Wizard Hat season is over, apparently, because, man, we look kind of... I was going to say kind of cool. Is it cool? I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool. My inner child is quite happy with that. But let's get back to what we were doing. Okay, I believe that should be, as we get level 37, I think one more should take us up to the required amount of regular logs. I forget what the number was now. 564, I think it was. Maybe it's one more. I'll cut this last one just to be sure. All right, let's check it out. That is 564. Good job we cut that extra one. Okay, that was not too bad, honestly. Regular logs are kind of the most annoying because there's a lot of running around, but oaks should be much easier with our 37 wood cutting, so let's get on with that. Alright, oaks it is then. Oaks are honestly not too bad. They're quite close to us. It's not a huge run, like all the way around here. It isn't too bad, and you can just kick back with oaks, right? It's you click, you just wait until the tree falls, you click again, it's dead easy. But the willows are all the way over here. Going to be a little more annoying, but we'll worry about that later. Alright, I believe this should be the last oak log when we finally get it. There we go. Let's go and throw that in the bank. I think that's done. Let's check it out. Throw them in. 788, exactly as calculated. Love that. I mean, I don't know if I've done the calculations correctly, but that's what I was looking for, and we got it done. So let's move over to willows. It's definitely going to be the longest of the three tree types, but shouldn't be bad. Back over here, you know, I was complaining that the willows were far away, but the one saving grace is we are right here with my boy Gummy yet again. Okay, this is kind of brutal, actually. I've been doing this for like 5 minutes, and I've got less than half an inventory. It's not ideal. We are getting some tree nests, though. Tree nests? Bird nests? Whatever they're called. Maybe we'll get something useful, but I don't imagine we're going to be using tree seeds anytime soon. At long last, this is the last of the willow logs. It honestly took quite a lot longer than I expected, to be honest with you. And it's still taken a while. I mean, I kind of started recording this clip maybe too early. I thought we were going to be done. We are done with a perfect level 50 woodcutting to round it off. I mean, you couldn't have planned it any better. That is literally the last log we need. And it got us level 50, which is awesome. We can now cut mahogany trees, which I don't even know where the nearest mahogany tree is, to be honest, but I can't imagine it's going to be that useful. What is useful is the fact that we have all of the logs and we can throw them in the bank and just do a mega fletching grind, which is super nice. Alright then, that is all of the logs. We have our knife already, which is great. Time to fletch it all up. It shouldn't take too long. It's going to be arrow shafts up to level 5, then short bows to level 10, long bows to level 20, oak short bows to 25, oak long bows to 35, willow short bows to level 40, and then willow longs to 42, which is the level requirement to fletch a willow shield. And that will be a chunk task completed, which is super awesome. Here we are then, the last couple of logs. Didn't take long at all, as expected. Leaves us with exactly 2 oak logs, which is the exact amount that I need to fletch the willow shield, which we have just unlocked the ability to do with that level 42. So let's throw these in the bank and fletch ourselves a willow shield. Wasting no time then, fletch away. I'm pretty sure it's 2 oak logs. Yes, I think so. Maybe, yes, there it is. Okay, we got the willow shield. That is a chunk task complete. And it's a shield that we can actually genuinely use. Why does it clip through like that? I hate when stuff like that happens. I don't know if it's an OCD thing, but man, I just spent hours trying to get this willow shield and it looks so bad. It's like clipping through everything. Well, what can you do? It is what it is. It's a chunk task. That's all we needed to do. We have to just move on with mining. I've been interrupted by a mysterious old man looking for a maze. Okay, well, I will do the maze and we will continue after that. Never mind. That might genuinely be the worst maze performance I've ever done. What is that, 37%? I got so bamboozled. all the way through that thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm tired. And we come out with mithril ore, some runes, and some arrows. I mean, why mithril ore? That is literally the last chunk task I have, is to get a mithril ore, and we get one from a maze random. Not how it works in the one chunk rules, unfortunately. It doesn't count as a task completed, as nice as that might be. But it is what it is. All we can do is continue the mining grind. We need about 4,700 iron ore. We have about 250. We got a long way to go. It's going to be easy. I'm going to enjoy this. Let's do it. 4,500 iron to go. Honestly, not going to be too bad. I know I keep saying it. Mining is literally one of my least favorite skills in the game. I really don't enjoy it that much. It's not very AFK. Even if people tell you it is, it's not. It's a lie. You have to click all the time. The rocks deplete at different rates. It's not AFK. It's a lie. But it's honestly going to be... It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. This might be the first time I actually enjoy some mining in this game, other than when I was like 10 years old. 30 mining, not too bad. We're making some progress here. You can now mine coal, but I don't know where the nearest coal rocks are. I know there's none around here, but maybe it'll be useful down the line. I'm not sure. A Leo random event. Leo, you're about 100 hours too late. I thought I was late to streams and stuff, but my guy... You are significantly later than I need you to be. I will do it nonetheless. Always nice to get a collection log. Level 40 mining. The levels are coming in pretty quick, so can't complain. We can now mine gold. Again, not really sure if there's going to be any gold rocks in our near future. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But as you can see here, based on my kind of not very efficient mining methods, it's predicting around 17 hours to finish this off, so it shouldn't be too bad. It sounds like a lot. It's really not that bad. There's the big 5-0, level 50. Tower of Blues reached mining level 50. Don't mind it. Not long to go, honestly. I mean, what's this saying? About 5 hours. Could probably speed it up just a little bit. And then we'll be done with another chunk, which, honestly... I'm impressed with myself on that. We are making waves, we are making progress, but there is a bigger and deeper meaning behind completing this chunk. If you're familiar with the system that we have in place, you'll already know what it is. If you don't and you're unfamiliar, I will explain it to you in just a moment. But there it is, 55 mining. It took a little under 20 hours. It honestly wasn't too bad. Managed to get it done. We can now mine mithril, which... It sounds useless. It kind of is useless. But, as we're about to see when we move over to the chunk picker in just a moment, there's some danger involved in that. There is some danger involved in that. But, that is fully complete. Thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. Let's go and chuck this in the bank and mine that piece of mithril. In fact, let's just mine the piece of mithril now. I have the inventory for it. Where is it? It's here. Mithril ore. I've ran past this hundreds of times. Here we go. Is it going to be quick, or are we going to be here for 20 minutes waiting for it? I actually quite enjoyed this. I hate mining, one of my least favorite skills, but this was a genuine pleasure compared to killing the ogres. But there it is, 80 mining XP from that. You gotta love it. And we have some mithril ore. These are all of the things that we fletched. I haven't sold them yet, and I think I'll probably just hold on to them until I need GP. Like, I don't need GP right now, so I think I'll just hold them for now. The only reason I didn't sell it right now is just because, like, it's such a dumb reason, but Seer's Village is a thing, and there's the flax field and the spinning wheel. We could potentially turn them into bows. It's kind of irrelevant, but whatever. I don't need the GP right now, so I may as well just keep them in there. Let's roll a new chunk. It is done. We can tick off 55 mining, active chunk tasks, turns green, 7 out of 7, complete. It was a fun little chunk, honestly. I did actually genuinely enjoy it. It really wasn't that bad. Now, I alluded to a deeper meaning behind just completing this chunk and it being just another chunk completed. There is actually more to it than that. Now, we have a block system in this series. Episode 1 does a pretty good job of explaining that, so if you haven't seen it, go check out episode 1. And while you're at it, you may as well binge watch the series up until here. But essentially, it's kind of like Slayer blocking. We have a task block available. The account started with one, and we could use it to block any task that we want to block. We could have used it on the curved bone if we wanted, and we wouldn't have had to get the curved bone. We decided in the end that the block could be valuable because there's some pretty dangerous tasks in the future. Now, the idea of the block system isn't just to make this super easy and skip everything that might be considered difficult. It's really there to avoid anything that's just completely dumb. For example, Witchhaven Dungeon is actually kind of close to us, and in the Witchhaven Dungeon are Hellhounds. Hellhounds drop a Smouldering Stone at a 1 in 32,000 rate, and yes, I am aware that there are quite a few chunk men at this point who have done it or are currently doing it. I kind of want to prioritize moving on a little more. There are still going to be some tough grinds. The Ogre grind was no joke. There are some skilling grinds on the horizon that could be pretty savage, but it was really to avoid the meme grinds per se. That being said, one of the rules with the chunk block system is once a block is used, you cannot get it back. It is gone, but you can earn new blocks. And the way you earn new blocks is by completing 3 chunks in a row completely. When I say fully completing chunks, what I'm referring to is completing all of the tasks that were given to me when I rolled the chunk. So backlog tasks don't count. For example, we just completed the Port Khazard chunk, which has backlog tasks of fishing. Fishing was not a task that was given to us when we rolled the chunk. We did complete every chunk that was given to us at the time, and therefore it's considered fully complete. Now at this point, with that explanation, it probably doesn't take a genius to work out that we have fully completed 3 chunks, and we have not used our block. It puts us up to a new total of 2 task blocks that we can use at any point to block a task that we just think is going to take a silly amount of time or is essentially just going to kill the series. So it's really nice to have that buffer. If we get a task soon that is considered super dangerous or super long, we know we can block it and we don't have to do it. It's really nice. So that's a big one. Anyway, let's get back to the chunk roll and find out where we're going to be going next. This is it then. Enough screwing around. Let's have a very, very quick skim at the chunks that we have available here. Number 5 here. Hey, what's his name? Dude that dies. Spoiler. Not much going on here. There's spiders. You can kill the spiders and cook them. That'll be free. Literally a free chunk. It'll take 2 seconds. Fight Arena. Also a free chunk. It's just the quest. That's it. Super quick, super easy. Not bad at all. This side of Ardy here, chunk number 1, is the one I kind of want the most for multiple reasons, which I can get into later down the line. But there's just also a lot going on. It's kind of cool. It's a kind of fun chunk. The battlefield is unassuming, but actually a tad dangerous. There is the tortoises, which drop the perfect shell, and the pink stuff, whatever that is, pink robes. That will just require a bit of grinding to kill them, but honestly not that bad. But what there is in here is gnomes, and you have to pickpocket said gnome, which is AD thieving, and my only method of training thieving is our boy Gummy. So I would have to pickpocket or I would have to have my hand in Gummy's pants for, like, I think it's about 90 hours. So 90 hours of my hand in Gummy's pants is a little questionable. But this is the scary one. It's not a death chunk by the terms of one chunk. It's not a death chunk, but it is terrifying. There is one thing in this chunk which you may have already spotted. It's hiding behind this number 2 here. It's the furnace. I alluded to it earlier, but we now have access to mithril ore. We would have to process that mithril ore at the furnace and at the anvil down here in Port Khazard into mithril plate bodies, which is, I think, 68 smithing. Doesn't sound that bad, but I did a rough calculation. I think it would take about 250 hours. So we don't really want to see chunk 2. It would become much easier if we had chunk 1 first, because then we would have this bank, so we could just run the ores over like this rather than having to run it all the way up here. Would save a little bit of time. Regardless, chunk 2 is kind of gross. But hey, enough. Enough. I think we just do it. 6 is also quite scary, just before I get too far ahead, because agility. We love it. In 3, 2, 1. Please. Just not chunk 2. Just not chunk 2. Okay. Okay. Hey, you know what? Very happy with that. Very happy. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. The boys are working out over here. What in the human centipede is going on over here, man? I don't know. This is not right. Okay, well, perfect. Let's do the fight arena. Are there any item requirements? I don't believe so, right? Let's deposit everything. Also, it's been a long time since I've been seen in the flesh. Look at this. We're so used to red robes and blue hat. I kind of forgot what the character looked like, but here he is. What are we wearing? I'm not spoiled for selection when it comes to gear, let's be honest. And just like that, the darkness is cleared. There we go, just like that. We have escaped. We're into a whole new world. How exciting. Lady Serval, I would love to talk to you. It's been a long time since I've spoken to an NPC, but here we are. Yes, I would love to start the fight arena quest. Dude, we're questing again. It feels so good. Search in this chest for the easiest 2 chunk tasks you will ever get. And look at that. Is that actually better than the... No, it's not. It's slightly worse than the Tyrus Helm, but even so. Right, how do I do this? I gotta go buy this fella a beer, because you know the drill in RuneScape. You're presented with a problem, you solve it with alcohol. It's just like real life. Alright, Big Ogre, I am extremely familiar with your kind. You have no idea what's coming, mate. You have no idea. My guy, please. Alright. Damn. Well, that was that. We are not going to be killing Big Dude here. Even though I said I would. It's not going to happen. Hopefully he doesn't just one-hit me at 15 here. That would be excellent. Please don't. Don't do it, sir. Oh, yeah, and you got to, like, click out of here as well, right? Okay, I remembered. And a quick talk with Lady Serval. And another quest done, dude. Imagine if for some unknown reason that gave fishing XP. And I had to go and do the trawler. Alas, so that is not the case. We do get some thieving XP, which is, you know, not very useful, to be honest. Get some coins, which I guess is nice. But all in all, pretty chill. We're looking absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. But, easy as that, we get to roll another chunk. 5 would be cool. 1 is what I want. Everything, 2 I don't want. Everything else is fine. Let's go. Another free one. Another free one. Honestly, this is good. This is really good. We're making significant progress right now, and I love it. Look at this. We started with this, like, less than a week ago. Well, the only task here is the Karamja Medium Diary task, task number 6. If you're curious of what that is not what I wanted to press. If you're curious as to what that is, it is to cook a spider on a stick, which is just from killing a jungle spider, fletching logs into shafts. Does it matter which logs? Which shafts? Just any, I guess. Well, I already have that, so that's fine. And then cook them on a range, which is totally fine. So this is absolutely, completely and utterly free. Right, shaft thing. I will bring a few just in case we happen to burn it. I don't know if that's possible at my level, but it's fine. There it is. It's unlocked. Hazelmere, I'm coming to say hello, mate. Are we going to get a Gandalf reference here? Oh, he's letting me pass. Okay. You shall pass. How are there splashes everywhere you go in this game? Nowhere is safe. There's just splashes literally everywhere. Prayer-flicking jungle spiders. It's just embarrassing. Alright. Should we try just one and trust that we don't burn it? I have faith. Let's use this range. It looks nice and cozy in here. Alright. Cook or not cook? Let's see. Aha! And there you go. You've completed a medium task in the Karamja area. Your achievement diary has been updated. All right, no messing around. 3, 2. I'm not even going to look at this one. I'm not going to look. All right. Pick chunk. Is it done? See, it took a while last time. Maybe it's got to be done now, right? Okay. 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 We've reached the limit of rolls in a stream, it looks like. We've reached the limit. That's fine. That's fine. It's honestly, it's a good chunk, and it definitely does access, or give us now access to Tree Gnome Village. I am now gonna have my hand down Gummy's pants for about 80 hours. So let's have a look. There are obviously a lot more tasks in this one. Burn mahogany logs. Not too bad. Fire making, 50 fire making, super easy. Mahogany logs are achieved by killing the tortoise with riders at a 1 in 64, which is fine. We will get those on the road because we also have to obtain the pink robe, the pink boots, and the iron... Oh, the iron med helm is just a spawn. It's just a spawn somewhere, so that's easy peasy. The boots and the robe is a 1 in 128 from the tortoise. They're quite tough as well, I believe, so we'll see how that goes for us. We need the perfect shell, which again is also from the tortoise with riders at a 1 in 64, so that's going to be quite easy. But it is, of course, 75 thieving, which is to pickpocket a gnome. Kinda wild. Kinda wild. That's the one that's going to take the time. However, it's one of those things that's just, it's dead easy to do. Like, I can kick back and relax. I can stick on a movie, chill on the couch, do some on mobile, whatever. Honestly, not that bad. And we love Gummy. And that's it. So all I have to do is kill a whole bunch of tortoises, get 50 fire making, pickpocket Gummy for a long, long time. But look at the satisfying shape we're creating in the chunk picker. It feels good, man. Gummy, hello, good to see you, my guy. I'll take some sandwiches for the road. Listen, Gummy, you're gonna have to get used to this, mate, because I need to do this. How many times? It's 8 XP per quick calculation time. What's 75? That's probably like 1.5 mil XP, maybe? Something like that, I'm guessing. Divided by 8. 187,000 times, Gummy. So, please, you know, just cooperate with me here. And guys, that is where I'm going to leave that one. Guys, I'm so far behind. It's been such a busy month. I'm very far behind on where I should be with the account. I'm also extremely far behind with AI Cape. So if you've been waiting for AI Cape, I do apologize. It is coming. Please be patient. Bear with me. It's coming. Guys, I appreciate you all so, so much. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.